Hi, welcome to SBR Sports Picks. I'm Peter Loshak. His name is Mike Brenner. We are the Odds Couple. We come to you sportsbookreview.com.
Still March Madness.
Yep, the NBA Odds Couple show for a Tuesday, March 21st. It's the middle of March Madness. Mike Brenner, I have a feeling that my NBA picks today might actually be pretty good because
I think so, because there was only 2 basketball games on slate for
that's actually not
college.
why. The reason is because I'm right now in I don't give a shit mode. And
that's when you came out of the abyss last year, my friend.
So,
you sure did.
I don't know.
How'd you do last night?
In the NBA, I had the one loss. I had the friggin' under in the Utah
loss. I told
game.
you to jump on Golden State. You jumped on that with me.
I know.
We won that one.
Listen, if I had just been tailing your straight bets all year long, obviously I'd have a winning record right now. But man, I didn't do that. All right.
Tell you what, I had a push on that one team total. I got lucky. But my God, Jamal Crawford, can't you hit a fucking free throw with like 9 seconds left?
Oh man,
holy cow! I just needed one. But sometimes
I'll say one thing. No, that was a bad beat.
That's a bad beat.
That was a bad beat. For anyone who doesn't know what we're referring to, Mike Brenner took the over 114 team total for the Clippers, and in our show, I thought, man, that's a risky bet. But I think they were at 97 after 3 quarters. And I was like, man, Mike Brenner's a friggin' genius with this shit.
Yeah, right.
And then they scored 17 points in the fourth quarter, which
17.
Look, it counts as a bad beat.
But the Walmart could have scored 17 in that quarter. Holy shit!
It counts as a bad beat, but it's also completely par for the course in the NBA. See that stuff all the time. All right, so we got
but Golden State, I will make a statement.
Awesome call.
They really let it be known there's no rivalry there. They blew that team out, owned them on their own floor. OKC, pack it in. Your year is over.
All right, so we got 8 games tonight, Mike Brenner. I've looked at this. I have some picks that in my mind, in my heart, and my soul are I don't give a shit picks, which makes me think that they might actually be good picks.
I think so.
The first one is in the Golden State-Dallas game. Now, Golden State, of course, 3 straight massive covers, really turned a corner. I'm thinking Dallas might be the side here at 5 or 5.5 at home. You don't think so?
I want to go head-to-head with you on that one.
Really?
Yeah, because, Dallas is Dallas still. They're getting older, but there's one factor. It's Harrison Barnes. He's had this game circled, all right? Remember, he's the one that Golden State said, sorry, you got to go. We're getting Kevin Durant.
Right.
Well, he's been really having a good season for Dallas. He's been pretty much the only steady piece, besides when Nowitzki's been, not hurt and so forth, because they're this team is struggling to find another big man underneath. I think that win at OKC last night, and again, at the end of the game, there was that fight, that little skiff between Curry. Curry's fired up. This team realizes we can win just like we did without Durant. Sure. We're fired up because we know he's coming back. I'm telling you right now, I'm pulling the trigger on 3 ways because I'm redoing from here on into the playoffs. All my power picks are going to be my picks, my regular picks, and I'm going to do videos for the Twitter for them later on. But here we go, baby. I want the quarter. I want the half. I want the full game. Pistol
all right.
Pete.
Well, we'll give you the quarter. I don't have the quarter up. I'll give you that the market opener after the video. But the first half, first half is minus 2.5, minus 106, and the full game we can give you minus 5. Minus 105. My sense is just that, look, with teams like Golden State, basically, you're right. You want to basically bet on them every game, but look for down spots, right? But look for down spots.
And
Pete,
they've had too many down spots this year. This is where I disagree. All right, they've had too many down spots.
This doesn't feel like a down spot to you?
No, it does not. I think they finally realized this last game because check it out. I mean, Klay Thompson lit it up from the outside, 34 points.
No, I know.
Shooting the lights out, 7 for 12 from 3-land. Here's the thing. They can't have a spot tonight. Steve Kerr's going, it's the playoff push. We got to find this consistency without Durant. We got to find out who the hell we were before we got him. Now, they found it. They felt good about it. They're not even thinking about taking that bet off. They're going to beat this team down.
Well, I'll tell you what. The line opened at 4.5. It's now moved to 5, and Heritage does appear to agree with you because they're hanging 5.5.
That's all right. I'm glad. I don't like them either.
All right. What the hell? I'll go head-to-head with you. I'll take it. I'll take Dallas plus 5.5.
Pull that trigger on the head-to-head, baby.
All right. Now,
there it is, the next one. There it is, baby.
Here's the next one where I think maybe I'm having seeing some value with I don't give a shit feeling.
Okay. I like
we have
that
San
approach.
Antonio, Minnesota. Now, we know that Minnesota, that San Antonio basically owns Minnesota
them
in general. But the last
Leonard
game
put up 34 last time against them.
Last
40,
game, though,
40.
The last game, though, Minnesota went into San Antonio on the road and took them to overtime. They did wind up losing by 7 in overtime, but they took them to overtime. Minnesota's off of 3 straight road losses. Now they come back home. The Spurs are off a big win, and I'm thinking that Minnesota might be worth a shot here at plus 5.
That might be a good spot, Pete. I wouldn't talk you off the ledge. I wouldn't even grab that 10-foot pole over there by Breadman, but I can tell you this. That team remembers that loss in overtime.
Right.
Tom Thibodeau said this team has taken leaps and bounds defensively. He said even with the few losses on the road, they weren't down on themselves. They were up on the team flight back. I like the direction this team's going. The Spurs own them, but I don't think they're going to take a night off. I was thinking first half for Minnesota because they want to really come out. But
the only slight issue is that the Spurs had a big win last game, but Kawhi Leonard had an off night. So
yes,
I'm thinking
he
maybe
did. He might be fired up.
To have a bounce
and he
back,
personally owns them. them. He put up 40 against them. I'm off that one, Pistol.
All right,
Pete.
you know what? I'll take it. I
know
don't
what?
give a
Jump on
shit.
there.
I'm
Pull
going to
that
take the first
trigger.
half plus 2.5 and the full game plus 5 on Minnesota. I don't give a shit.
Well,
All right.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
right?
and let's
You know what,
see.
though? It's funny because you said that last year, and I swear to God, that was the beginning when you came out of the abyss and went on that fucking run. It was beautiful.
Absolutely.
Excuse my language,
Now,
Mom.
another one, Mike Brenner. Just let me give one more, and then we'll get to your other picks.
Okay, take your time, buddy.
We got Detroit at Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is a hard. Brooklyn is just kind of all over the place. Now, Jeremy Lin is injured again, and but
who the hell wants to play for that team? They made such a big deal of this organization when they came in. Pete, remember that? Look, the nicest. That team hasn't done anything.
They lost their last one, close ATS, but they're still 6-2 ATS over the last 8. In general, this year they have been a good bet despite all the subpar play and everything. And I'm thinking that as a home dog against Detroit, they might be worth it. Just at home getting 6.
I absolutely want to go head to head with you again because
really,
here's
you
what's
like
going.
Detroit? Okay.
Well, Detroit was naps. They were shooting 34%. All right, the 3 losses, ATS losses prior to their last game. Last game, a miracle happened. You know what they did? They put up 65 second half points.
No, they're off a great game. Yeah,
they're off a great
definitely.
game. And Van Gundy said, "By God, it's about time we found that damn offense." I don't think they can afford on the road. They're tied into that 8 spot, Pete. They turned around behind them. They got 2 teams hot on their trail. They cannot afford to lose on the road to Brooklyn. And if they do, that's not a playoff team. They will not. Van Gundy's too damn good of a coach, Pistol Pete.
Right.
I'm pulling the trigger on the first half in the game. And by God, I hope you want to go ahead.
All right. So the first half will give you -3, -106. The full game will give you do you want 6 -103 or the Greek line at 5.5 -115?
I'm going to take the 5.5.
Okay, 5.5 -115. And sure,
but the Nets don't. What the hell, Pete? They got no motivation.
I know.
So you're going to go head to head here.
They've still covered 6 out of the last 8, Mike Brenner. They're not. They haven't been bad as opposed to right. Phoenix or the Lakers or all those teams.
I'll tell you what. We'll go head to head.
Right.
I'll win the half. You can win the full game, and nobody gets hurt except the bookie.
So wait. So you're only taking the first half?
No, I'm taking them both. I'm talking head to head.
All right. Okay.
I plan on winning them both.
Having fun with me. All right. Yeah. Mike Brenner's toying with me now. All right. So I'll take.
Like you used to do to those guys at Rucker Park.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take Brooklyn plus 6 -107, and you know what? I will take the first half as well, +3 -106. I'll go head to head with you. All right. What else do you have for us, Mike Brenner?
All right, buddy. I have a good feel for Toronto. I know when to use them, and I know when to hell to stay off them. I feel. Again, I don't think this team's going to be any threat because Lowry, that loss has really done a lot to them. But Damari Carroll stepped up, hit 3 for 5 from 3 land last game. They finally had a really, really good game from outside, 14 from 21. You got Chicago. Chicago looked like it was packing it in. D Wade's out, which doesn't matter. He's done. He ought to just call it a day. All right. Chicago all of a sudden has a chance. They had that big win last time out, and it's like, whoa, we're only a 1.5 game back on that 8 spot. All right. But they're too inconsistent for me. I think the first half is the advantage here at Toronto with Toronto because they're in the 4th place. They literally got to get their asses straightened up quick. They better tighten up. They can't afford to let Chicago come in there and dominate the pace early. That's what they want to do. They need to shut Butler down. Butler has been so damn inconsistent the last 6 games, all right, which has been a pattern of his all year long. I think Toronto's in a good spot coming off of a good win with Damari Carroll hitting from the outside. I can't pronounce it. Volucianana Onus, whatever the hell his name is.
I think that was correct.
That guy's got, he's a double machine as well. Pull that trigger, Pistol Pete. First half, baby. Give it to me.
-3.5, -115. See, I was thinking Chicago would be a decent play here because they're getting all these points.
What, you just head to head with damn everything we're doing today, Pete?
I don't know.
If that's your way of coming out of the murk, then I'm not going to get jinxed.
No, I'm going to hold off on this one.
I'm just going to keep you down there. I'm
going to hold off on that one. What else do you have for us, Mike Brenner?
I can't let you get down like that. All right, here we go, baby.
Do you have anything else? Okay.
I do. Ooh, I love it. I'm going to ride off that momentum last night. All right, I had a power pick with the one in it cashed. It was a separate one on my account. Here's the one: the Clippers-Lakers. All right. I think there's just no way they're at 4th spot right now. All right, Clippers. They see what's ahead. Rivers is not going to let this talk. And now there's some talk he's going to go back to Orlando and be the coach. Well, he had a team and player meeting and said, guys, I'm not going anywhere. We're building for this year still. We're going to make it happen. They're going to absolutely capitalize off that win last night, which they did not cover ATS. Right. It was -11 last night. All right. They're going to get it done against the Lakers, full game and the first half.
All right. For the full game and the first half, the full game -9. Wow, you want that?
I do, because guess what? This is not an away game. Yeah. Right? They're on the same damn court. These guys, that's what really, I don't understand. Sure. Why don't they go out and get your own fucking arena? Excuse my language. That pisses me off.
All right, it has gotten bet up. It opened at 8. Now it's up to 9 -105.
First half is,
and the first half is 4.5 -110.
I love it. And another thing happened last night. Blake Griffin broke out of his slump. I mean, not last night. Yeah, it was last night. He had 30 points in the game before that. He's starting to find his rhythm. If that happens, and Austin Rivers can keep staying hot, because, Chris Paul, since coming back, has been really, really inconsistent. So Austin Rivers has been stepping in and look out for J.J. Redick, buddy. He's getting ready to heat up.
So. All right, is that it for you?
That's it for me, buddy. That's it, and I love it.
All right, there's one other play that involving the Minnesota game that I want to throw in. I also think that that Minnesota will
Baker's
be decent.
dozen.
No, they'll be decent offensively. Over team total over 100 minus 109.
Okay.
I think that's
I
probably
like that.
yeah.
I kind of like that.
The last game they played in San Antonio was very low scoring. It was extremely low scoring. In fact, it went to 187 in overtime. But
you know what I'd like to look at? A prop bet for Kawhi Leonard.
He's probably gonna have a good game for sure. I'm liking the over in general on this one, but I'm gonna hold off on. I'm just gonna give the Minnesota team total. All right.
Well, you are totals loshak.
I guess that wraps it up, huh?
Hey, we got to thank our friends over there at UWager for that bracket.
Yes.
The contest we had for March Madness still going on. Appreciate that, and they got some great lines as well. How you doing in that contest?
UWager.eu. I actually did dip down below zero. I dipped down below, but I got 3 more picks, and hopefully I can climb back up into positive units. But in general, I'm okay with how it all turned out. I didn't embarrass myself too
I got an update for Wama. It
What's
was
that?
a typo, Wama. It wasn't 238th place. It was 38th place. And then I woke up from the dream I had. Anyway, we don't want to talk anymore about that. But guys, you also #AskSBR, sharpest tool in the industry. Line shopping is everything. Go to the odds page. Baseball's right around the corner. God bless America, Pistol.
Right. We'll be back tomorrow for the Wednesday card.
Odds couple coming to you.
We hope you enjoyed the video. Hey, don't miss out on the best basketball betting content available on YouTube. Click our logo button on the bottom left to subscribe. And as always, guys, give us a like and drop your comments below because we want to hear from you. Visit our website to take advantage of all our free products.